Hi, this is Trey Passer. Welcome to my review of The Dark Tower. I went to see it right after work. This movie, I was looking forward to seeing this movie. I never, full disclosure, haven't read any of the Tower books, the Stephen King, even though I love Stephen King as an author. I haven't read any of the books and stuff. And I saw the trailer for this, and I like Idris Elba, of course, and Matthew McConaughey, so I definitely wanted to see this. And this story is basically, I guess this is supposed to be basically, I guess, kind of a mix of all the different books. I think there's 8 books in the series. I think I'm not sure about that, but I know there's a bunch of books on those. And basically, this story is about a young kid named Jake, and he is having visions. Okay, he's kind of a troubled youth. His father's passed away, and he's living with his stepfather and his mother, and he's having these visions of another world where there's a gunslinger, a man in black, and this other world. Okay, and a dark tower, which kind of sits, in between the worlds, and he's having visions of it, and of course he's getting help for that. And basically, this is discovering that other world, that he's not crazy, and there is this other world, and he gets transported to that world, and the adventures, well, not the adventures, but him being the gunslinger, and of course having to fight against the man in black, played by Matthew McConaughey. Now, this movie is about 90 something minutes, 95, 96 minutes, so it's kind of shorter than I thought it was going to be. So some of it feels kind of rushed. And after seeing the movie, I kind of wish they made it like a mini series, because specifically because they explain a lot. They basically have to explain a lot in little time, and the movie kind of moves, but they have to explain a lot of this world. You have to kind of accept all the things that that are happening in the world, in our world, and in that other world. They kind of explain it kind of quick, and you kind of transported into the world, and back and forth. And that's the only negative thing. I think it feels kind of rushed. Okay, and I wonder if when this movie comes out on video, whether I have a director's cut, a longer version of this, because I think this movie could have used that extra time to breathe and let you get into the world. And I think probably a miniseries would probably be better for that rather than an hour and a half movie. Even though what I did like, I loved Idris Elba. I thought he was great as a gunslinger. Okay, I thought, like I said, he has a lot behind his eyes, and he's, and he's, great acting. He's great in the action scenes as well. And I really liked the young kid that played Jake. I thought he was really good as well. And him and Idris Elba had, good kind of co-star chemistry, if that's a word. And also Matthew McConaughey, he didn't ham it up, even though his character could be played for, is right for chewing the scenery. But I thought he played his character just right. The man in black, the man that's, basically the villain in this movie. I thought he played the character just right. And I'm not going to get into spoilers and stuff, but like I said, it did feel sort of rushed, because it's like I said, it's like 95 minutes, so things have to kind of move and get going. And I think this movie could have benefited from a little bit of more time to let things breathe. Okay, and that's why I say it probably would have worked better as a mini series, because then you could take your time and explore the world, and that other world and stuff, and the things and the terms and the certain characters and their motivations and stuff. That could have been fleshed out a lot more than it is in this movie. Again, feels sort of rushed. And I do wonder if they're going to have a director's cut of this movie, where they kind of, explain, things are more evenly paced, I think, instead of kind of sped up. But I still enjoyed it. Okay, and again, and would I mind seeing another version, another edition of this movie? Yes, I would, as long as they, I think this movie got to be at least 2 hours, I think, if you want to fully explore the world. And I think, again, that's my only kind of negative. It's only like 95 minutes, which really surprised me, because I thought this movie was going to be at least 2 hours, maybe a little bit longer, just because, all the characters that you see in the trailer and stuff, and all in the worlds and different things. I thought it would be longer, but it wasn't. So for that reason, but I did still enjoy it. And I thought the action was great. And I thought, again, Matthew McConaughey and Idris Elba as adversaries, I thought were really good as well. And again, so I'm going to give the Dark Tower, I'm going to give it a 7.8. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 7.8. Okay, and like I said, if they added more time to this movie, and again, the young actor, I thought it was really good. He was really good chemistry with Idris Elba, and he held his own against Matthew McConaughey as well. And again, I just feel this movie's sort of rushed, and that's my only kind of negative. It was rushed. And 95 minutes is not a long enough time, I think, for this story, especially when you got to introduce all the characters in the world. And it needed more time, I think. Just my opinion. So again, 7.8. I'm gonna give it a 7.8, and that's mostly because of the actors and the action in it. Okay. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you've seen The Dark Tower, what do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below. And if you like this review, please hit the subscribe button down below. I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, and my Instagram in the description box, as well as my other channel, Paul's Views and Opinions. Please check that out as well. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.